So in partnership with UNE and AgriFutures, we decided to put on a conference called Down to Earth because we wanted to bring together Australia's top innovators and technology companies to make a meaningful change when it comes to sustainability in agriculture. I'm Sam Duncan from a company called FarmLab. We're an Armidale-based company that help farmers and their consultants more sustainably manage the land. We provide technology that includes remote sensing and on-ground data to build a picture of the environment and what's happening across the farm. Agriculture is responsible for about 30% of global emissions. We saw and we see agriculture as a major lever when it comes to reducing emissions across the globe. We thought this would be a fantastic opportunity to bring these ideas, bring these innovators and bring these technologies together into one spot to encourage change. This conference is for not just farmers and agribusinesses, but people throughout the entire agricultural supply chain. So we are looking at having researchers, technologists, innovators, banks and financial institutions, anyone who is involved in incentivizing and encouraging sustainable farming practices. The real challenge we're facing at the moment is that we have all of these stovepipes across supply chains, supermarkets, financial institutions, farmers that might be working independently on some great solutions when it comes to sustainability. But if we can't bring them together, we can't realize the full potential of those initiatives. The idea with this conference is really to bring those ideas together and through that confluence of ideas, really accelerate change. So the format for the conference is really focused on helping attendees get the most out of engaging with one another. But it's not a typical conference in a conference room somewhere in Armidale. It's going to be done part out in the field. We'll be encouraging attendees to have as many one-on-one or group discussions with one another so that they can start to flesh out some of what they're doing on the sustainability front to encourage and incentivize supply chains and agriculture to do its part. As part of the conference as well, we're going to be issuing attendees a challenge. We call it the Megaton Challenge, to sequester or avoid over 1 million tonnes of CO2 collectively in the 12 months following that conference. If we can do that, we can start to make some meaningful impact across Australian agriculture and across global agriculture by providing a best in breed example of how farmers, supply chains and innovators can come together on this front. I hope at the end of the conference that we'll have not just attendees getting back out into the world and making meaningful changes and meaningful impact when it comes to climate change. Of course, that's one of the main parts, but having that guiding light of the Megaton Challenge, sequestering 1 million tonnes of CO2 in the 12 months following that would be amazing. I hope to be back either here in Armidale or wherever we run the conference in 2026 and to have exceeded that million tonnes of carbon avoided or sequestered. And that'll be really well timed because next year is COP26. The word on the street is it may be in Australia as well. And so I'd love to get some runs on the board before then.